What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Nautical Narratives. I am your narrator, the one, the only, Mr. First Class. So, I pray that everybody is having a wonderful week. Please forgive the fingernails. My daughter needed a client and her daddy stepped up. That's how it goes. I pray again that all of you are doing well, and with all that is going on these days, I pray that you keep your head up, realize that this too will pass. Like my granny always used to tell me, this too will pass. Nothing, whether it be good or bad, will be here forever. So, sometimes we got to grin and bear it and move through, and we come out on the other side. So with that being said, I'm gonna get right into the story. It is 2017, and I am out on a boat. It is not a normal Navy vessel, but it is still, run by the Navy. It is a special situation, and I am supporting some very special individuals. Now, doing what it is that I do in the Navy, I'm on the boat and I'm just kind of hanging out in the back. No. All right. So it's 2017. And I am out on the ship. Okay. Oh. Okay, so it's 2017, and I am in Djibouti. And so it's 2017, and I'm on. I just can't seem to get these stories out. I just can't seem to tell them right. It's like I need somebody on the other side that I can talk to. I need somebody to be able to tell my stories to. What's going on, everybody? Yeah, that's it. What's going on, everybody? What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Nautical Narratives. I am your narrator, the one, the only, Mr. First Class. So, I pray everybody's having a wonderful week. Forgive the fingernails. My daughter needed a client, and I had to sit in her chair. With that being said, you know a little bit more about me. You see that I'm a family man, and I'm going to do whatever it is that I need to do for my fam. So if that means I got to get my nails painted, that's what that means. But either way, I want to get right into this story. It is one of those stories and one of those moments where you're just kind of like, yo, did I really just see that? Like, is that really, like, did I really just experience this? So it is 2017 and I am supporting a tier 1 unit. For anybody that doesn't know what tier 1 means, it just means there are different levels in military service, different actors. These are the shooters. Let's just go with that. So I am supporting the shooters. So this particular deployment, it moved in several stages. So initially I started out in Dam Neck, Virginia. And from Dam Neck, Virginia, I then moved to Djibouti, Africa. And then from Djibouti, Africa, I moved to a ship out in the Gulf of Aden, right? So this starts out the very first time that I meet this individual. He is being briefed. So initially, me and my coworker, we'll just call her TC. So me and TC, we are sitting, minding our business. Work is kind of slow. Nothing is going on. We're just watching our screens just in case something happens. It's the middle of the night where we are and where we're watching. And so because of that, there's really nothing going on. There's really nothing to do. And at some point, we see a group of the shooters being briefed. And first things first, the average height of these people are between 5'10" and let's say 6'2". So you have a sea of about maybe 30 sailors that are, like I said, between 5'10" and 6'2". Then you have this one mountain of a man whose head and shoulders clear the head of the tallest man in the group. You can see him clearly, right? You can see his face and his shoulders. You can make him out easily. So I'm willing to give him at least 6'5". And he is big. And he, for some reason or another, he was introduced to me and TC. And we are like, yo, this dude is a giant. First and foremost, but he was very, very nice and humble, and this particular group of individuals that can tend to be based on the very nature of what it is that they do, the how they are treated. Some of them can tend to be arrogant, but this guy was a very humble individual. And, he's, hey, what's going on? He shook my hand, he shook TC's hand, and he walked away. And so we were just kind of like, ooh, it was almost like there was a chill in the room. Like the scepter or the specter of death was in the room after we talked to dude, right? So this is the first time, like I said, in Djibouti, we see him. The second time we see him is on the ship. So we see him on the ship out in the Gulf of Aden. There is a mission going on, and we see him again. And that second time, because the first time we were in a building that was the lights were dim so that we could see our screens better. So there wasn't a lot of lights in the room. But that second time we saw him, he was, it was lit. So it was a lot easier. He was more visible to us that second time we saw him. So the second time we saw him, we understood why we felt what we felt the first time we saw him. Because he shook our hands and he talked and he remembered our names. Hey, what's going on? Right, you? And then he was like, yeah, okay, TC, cool. And he was smiling. He was smiling at us, and he was definitely, he remembered who we were, and he was like, oh, how you guys doing? How you like it out here on the boat? Because I know you were back there, blah, 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 blah. And so, we had a short little conversation, and what scared us so much, and so our conversation ends, sorry, I'm jumping around, but our conversation ends, and I turn to TC, and TC looks at me and says, oh my God, like this dude is frightening. Because again, we already know what he is and what he is capable of. So when he was standing there talking with us, his smile stopped right here. It never made it to his eyes. So at no point when he talked to us did his smile or any of his emotions or gestures on his face ever make it to his eyes. It was the darkest, blackest soul that I have ever looked into. And it made me realize I want to get as far away from these people as I possibly can. He is definitely that cat in school that you are hoping he remembers your name. He's one of those kind of people. His eyes just were, like I said, black, empty, void of any kind of emotion, which lets me know and let TC know he done seen some things. He has seen some things. He has gone through some things. And it made me realize, yeah, no matter how many people make music about being killers, first of all, anybody can pull a trigger. Let's just put that out there right now. Anybody can pull a trigger. It's a different thing to be so void of any emotion. Because like I said, people make songs about it. People, get on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok or wherever, talking crazy, waving their guns around, saying what they gonna do, who they gonna do it to. Whereas this cat is a trained, certified killer. You understand what I'm saying to you? A trained, certified killer. Not somebody that plays it on TV. He does this for real, in real life. And it made me realize, like I said, I don't want no parts of these people. Because seeing him and seeing some of the other things that I saw while I was in Djibouti made me realize that I'm good. Because in my career, like, I've shot guns. I know how to shoot guns. My previous job title or MOS or NEC, depending on what branch you're talking about, but was a master at arms. So literally, I have shot everything. I have shot sniper rifles. And I'm good with them. So it's not just that I shot them. Oh, I got to pull the trigger a couple of times. Like, no, I am an expert on rifle. Or when I say rifle, I don't mean like a sniper rifle. I'm an expert on like the M4, M16. So I am an expert. On the Army's course, I shot a 50 out of 50, shooting at 25 yards at circles about this big. So again, I know guns. I understand guns, and I'm able to defend myself if necessary. But I have prayed my entire career and my entire life that there is never a time where I need to shoot somebody. And having seen this gentleman, I was actually offered to the opportunity to go back out with them again when I ran into the CO of that ship in Virginia Beach. And I told him flat out, nah, son, we good. I don't never want no more parts of those people. I don't want to know them. I don't want to see them. If I see them, if I see you on the street, I don't even want to, I'm not just going to turn around. I'm going to run as far. Listen, if you walking this way, I'm not even crossing the street. I'm literally just bolting in the opposite direction, perpendicular to you, so not parallel to you. I don't even want to walk on the same street you on. I just want to go find another street to even be around. Like I said, seeing this cat, I wasn't even afraid of my daddy. And my dad was a bad man. My dad was one of them dudes. My dad probably could have put me to sleep with one punch. But even he never made me as afraid as I was the day that I met the scariest man in the world. So I pray y'all enjoyed that story. If you did, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Y'all know that come on, y'all already know this. I hate even saying it, but if I don't say it, then it'd be like, whoa, you never put it out there. I'm putting it out there. Like, comment, subscribe. Yo, share y'all stories. Again, I do my very, very best to always keep everything as unclassified as I possibly can. Because obviously there are things that I can't tell you. I can't say certain names. And so I change the names to protect the innocent. That's simple. So with that being said, as always, fair winds, following seas, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Whew.